Hello, Aquarius. I hope you guys are doing well. Show me energy present for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August. August 2019. Show me the energy present for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August 2019. Show me the energy sign for the sign of Aquarius for the month of August 2019. And any cross watchers that are watching, anybody that's dealing with Aquarius. So you have the Five of Cups coming out first. The Five of Cups is essentially a card where we are emotionally blocked, where we are upset about things that may be going on in our lives. We may have pain from the past, things that we haven't let go of. Internal emotional suffering. Sometimes it can be an energy where we are trying to recalibrate ourselves, get back on top of our world, our lives, but emotionally we're a wreck. A lot of regret, a lot of remorse, a lot of frustration. Show me more for Aquarius. So you have two cards popping out. You have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and you have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So that's your energy, Aquarius. Essentially, immediately, like what's going on here is that we have a situation where you have a loss of love, a loss of relationship. It's causing you to have mental frustration, mental strife. It's not easy to deal with. The situation does not seem to be easy to deal with at all. It's got you in your mind in a very, very negative way. Show me more for the sign of Aquarius. Show me more for Aquarius. Okay, so you have two cards popping out. The first one on the ground, we have the Queen of Wands. And then we've got Judgment in reverse. Let's go ahead and get one more. Actually, I feel that these are to be together, all three of these, for some reason. Show me two more. Give me two more for Aquarius. So you have the Seven of Cups in reverse here, Aquarius. One more for Aquarius, please. With the Page of Wands. So yeah, energy basically, I feel in a certain way there may be somebody has the decisions, a decision between you and somebody else, or it may just be a decision to get yourself out of an emotionally painful state. The Queen of Wands, aside from being an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the Queen of Wands is an energy where we do the work. You pull up your belt and cinch up your bootstraps or whatever the hell that saying is, and you get into life. You get involved in life. You don't sit it out. You claim your life again. This Judgment in reverse is interesting, though. Judgment in reverse can talk about where we've overly judged or misjudged someone, where we misjudged a situation. You may have misjudged a situation where somebody had options. It feels like the options, though, are done. You know, it may have been between you and a fire sign. Somebody had options between the two of you. But either way, this is talking about choosing a decision in regard to what you want to do with your life, what you want to do from this experience forward. The Page of Wands is somebody who is oftentimes exuberant. They want to get involved in life. They are very excited about things. They are excitable communication, very fun-loving. It can also talk about just needing to find the beginnings of direction again, direction in your path. It can also talk about children. Show me the Five of Cups here for Aquarius. So the Five of Cups, you have the Three of Wands in reverse. The Three of Wands in reverse is it's like having to give up on something that you really wanted. It's no longer waiting for it either. It's you've waited for too long for something to happen and it's not moving forward. Show me the Ace of Cups. And so it's like you forfeit it. Show me the Ace of Cups in reverse here. So you have the Lovers here for the Ace of Cups. So here again we have in the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So we have this person or you who is very on guard about a situation. It may be the reality that there might be more than one person involved here. It's left you with your boundaries up and also being very in your mind about something, not being able to release an energy. Show me the Queen of Swords in reverse. So you have the Eight of Wands coming in 50-50. The Eight of Wands talks about communication. It talks about full speed ahead. It talks about messages being received, given. But here, that card popped out sideways. Oftentimes when cards pop out sideways, I more so feel that the energy is like 50-50. Like I said, like you could talk about it. You couldn't talk about it. Like you may not. You know, there's an energy where it's like it's not certain. If you're talking about what you're feeling in regard to the situation to somebody, you could be dealing with a fire sign as well. But we do have two queens here, so it's two female energies. The energy of the Queen of Swords, this is not the space, mental space you want to be in to communicate your feelings, okay? That's not a good place to be in. That's why it may be waiting till you can communicate your feelings to whomever you're needing to speak to, or to speak them aloud. Some of you may need therapy. I say that very easy because that should be easy information. Therapy is not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're crazy. People are they have big aversions to therapy. Like, oh God, no, I can't go to the loony bin. It's like, it's not the loony bin. It's a therapist. Stop acting crazy. Show me the Queen of Wands. So for the Queen of Wands, you have the Eight of Swords. So this is more mental frustration, being caught in your mind, not being able to let go of things. It may also be that if it was a choice between you and somebody else, it feels like this fire sign may have been picked over you, which is kind of harsh energy. I will say that, you know, and it's got you in your mind about things. What if I did this differently? Maybe I could have been better. Maybe how could I have been more like them? And it's like, that is not the place you want to be at in your mind. You are you, and there is no changing you unless you decide to change whatever about yourself. But it doesn't mean that you are a bad person. It doesn't mean that you are worthless. It doesn't mean anything. Sometimes people have options and they take those options and they do what's best for them, you know. That doesn't necessarily mean it ends up being fair, but it's got you in your head and it feels like your communication is very minimal in regard to this. Show me Judgment in reverse here for Aquarius. And you have the Five of Pentacles here for Judgment. So the Five of Pentacles, everybody talks about it as you've been left out in the cold, you know, you've been shut out. Underneath the deck, you have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, with the Five of Pentacles and Judgment in reverse, it's like the judgment was against you, or you perhaps you may be choosing a fire sign and you may be leaving off an air sign. It feels like somebody was chosen over another person though. And now it's like that has pretty significant ramifications as far as your mental space is concerned, or whomever this Queen of Swords is, their mental space is not so healthy right now. Show me the Seven of Cups in reverse. Show me the Seven of Cups in reverse for Aquarius. So you have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is in and out. They flutter in and out. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Swords. So this is somebody who basically manipulates, gets what they want. They're in, they're out. That doesn't necessarily bode well for the Queen of Wands, though, either. And I say that because, yeah, maybe they were picked, but they're also dealing with the Knight of Wands. Like, that's not such easy information. That's not such an easy situation, unless the Knight of Wands is the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. Like, unless this is that fire sign, you know, you might be dealing with a fire sign that's been, you know, mistreating you or just completely dumped you out of their lives. But I feel like there's been a choice here between two people. That's honestly what I feel. I know this isn't going to jive for everybody, and I'm sorry. My readings are not mass appealing. I can't make them be. I'm not going to try to make them be either. It's honesty. Show me the Page of Wands. You have the Chariot for the Page of Wands. So get up and go energy, fast movement, wanting success, moving towards something that's going to be better. That may be where they're going. That may be what they're doing with this fire sign. It's like they think that this is something better, but again, they better check themselves, because it doesn't seem like there's much longevity to even this situation with this other person. It's like being on a roller coaster that's like about to like derail off of the rails. Like, you know, it's gonna be an interesting ride if you survive. And it feels like you survived, but it's also feeling like you survived with, you know, a lot of heartache, frustration, emotional baggage from this. And it's important to not compare yourself to somebody else. It's important to not think that you are less valuable than somebody else. You're literally dealing with a runaway train. You're dealing with somebody who is, they could be narcissistic. They could be somebody who's just very attention seeking, attention hungry, power hungry. It's a very interesting energy that I'm picking up from this Knight of Wands. And they want to go. They want success with this other person, it feels like. But no matter what, it doesn't feel like they're going to get success, because they come out this way and because of the outcome of the previous experience potentially with you. If this is you, be careful. It's what you're getting into does not seem like it's going to be long lasting. It's just more of the same. This person runs rampant. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify a little bit more. Show me the energy between the Three of Wands and the Five of Cups. What is the energy between the Three of Wands and the Five of Cups? Show me the energy between the Three of Wands and the Five of Cups. So you have Temperance and you have the Two of Cups. This was a situation, it feels, that you very much cared about, you very much desired. You wanted longevity, you wanted commitment with somebody, and they were busy giving their energy to another person. And I don't mean to make this sound, you know, I don't know what the word would be, but it seems like they were sloppy in a lot of ways. Like the way that they handled things were really sloppy on multiple levels, which is why what they're wanting may likely not work out because of how sloppy they are. And I mean sloppy, like, not like, oh, they didn't cover up their tracks well enough. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say sloppy, it's like, you don't toy with people's hearts and emotions and just fuck them over and leave them and, you know, lie to them or like whatever it is that they did, and then trollop, you know, gallop on off to another person and expect something different. Like, no. Relationships are investments of time, investments of energy, investments of love. If you don't love somebody, don't get involved with them. You know, if it's purely for sex, have that understanding with the person that you are schlepping. Okay, so immediately this just flew out here. I don't know if you saw that or not. I can't really see exactly what this camera is showing. The Ace of Cups with the Lovers, Ace of Cups in reverse with the Lovers. You have the Three of Cups, and then you have the Two of Wands. This is a decision between multiple people which direction to go in, you know, and they chose a different path than you. They chose a situation not with you, or it could be you chose something against somebody else. These readings are back and forth. They are general readings for thousands of people. So whatever energies pick up and make sense, you know, then there you go, and apply them. If they do not, don't apply them. Don't make it yours. Show me the energy between the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Wands. So you have the Page of Swords. So it's like you're watching things, you're spying on people. It's almost as if like somebody, if this isn't you, it's somebody who is very intent on knowing more about a situation because they may not have all of the truth. That may be why there's so much in their head. You know, it's like a head full of racing feelings, emotions, thoughts, too much to process. Are we having an earthquake? I think we're having an earthquake. Something's happening. Okay. I will keep reading. The Page of Swords also is somebody who wants to communicate, but the communication can also be very immature, or it just doesn't have enough information. So it's like you don't know exactly what you're talking about. It's not a fully thought through conversation. That may have been why this Eight of Wands came out sideways. It's like you have to calm down, get all of the information straight before you communicate to somebody. Show me what's between the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So, between the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords, you have the King of Wands here. So this is a couple. This is somebody who, okay, we've graduated. Now we want more here. Give me one more for the King of Wands. Two of Swords. So, and the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This person has too many options. Again, this may be stagnancy between you and somebody, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It may be a situation where there's just been a deep silence between you, a stalemate between you. Nothing's moving. You're on the fence about communicating to somebody. I would say if... let them communicate to you. Don't watch them and try and reach out to them unless you're the one that caused the problem in the first place. Like, there's something here about they need to fix whatever it is that they've caused, and whatever it is, there's a lot of silence going on. There's a lot of misunderstanding, but also miscommunication, information not being given. The moon is present in this card. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the moon is present in this card. The Eight of Swords, it's like they're in their head. They don't know how to communicate what they need to communicate, if they're going to communicate anything at all. You have the Two of Swords here. Two of Swords does not, there's no communication. There's just stagnancy. There's nothing happening. Show me the connection between the Judgment card in reverse and the Five of Pentacles here for Aquarius. Show me the Five of Pentacles and Judgment in reverse for Aquarius. So you have two cards popping out. You have the Magician, and you have the Ace of Wands, and you have the Page of Pentacles. They all fell out on their sides. I don't know if you saw that or not, but at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords. So in regard to this energy, it's like you have somebody wanting to give to something, to build something slowly, and you have somebody wanting to have a fair amount of passion in a situation, or they have an incredibly sexual charged energy with somebody. But again, this Magician, it's kind of weird. He always reminds me of Bob from Twin Peaks. Fucking creepy, dude. Like, I don't like this Magician. He seems very manipulative, very deceptive. And for this to be at the bottom of the deck. Again, it's kind of that reiteration of this person may want something more from this or whatever they're getting involved in, but it can't lead to more. It can't lead to more because they're still doing things in the same way that they were doing them when they hurt you. Show me the connection between the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Okay. The thing's falling. So you have the Hierophant and you've got the Six of Swords here. So this is essentially with the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is essentially somebody who is, they're wanting commitment. They're wanting to move away from whatever problems they've been dealing with here. It's almost as if they're discarding the problems and not communicating. Maybe that's why that Two of Swords is here. Ugh, what an immature person. The Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Nine of Swords underneath that, it leaves a lot to be desired. It leaves somebody being very in their head, very hurt, very frustrated. It's like they're getting away from that because it doesn't suit them anymore. They want something else and they've chosen somebody else. Okay, show me the energy of the Page of Wands and the Chariot. Okay, you've got two cards popping out. So for the Page of Wands and the Chariot, you have the Fool in reverse, you've got the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this energy, they may want to go forward, but first of all, with the Fool in reverse, it's not just a new beginning not happening. It's literally somebody who is foolish. It's somebody who does not think before they leap. They don't think about the ramifications that situation will have upon people. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles, where it's imperative that they look at everything that they've experienced here. Or you look at what you've experienced here. It's like getting into a new relationship and being like, yeah, we can take over the world together. I love you so much, blah, 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 blah. Like talking it up, being excited about it, but then everything falls flat because there's nothing there. Like, you've got somebody, the Knight of Wands here, who's in and out. They're flighty. They don't have longevity, And it's sad because whoever they're getting involved with, funny. Okay, look at this. The bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands. Under that, you have the Chariot. And under that, you have the Knight of Wands. Who's under the Knight of Wands? Knight of Swords. Page of Cups. So this is somebody wanting to give to somebody else, but I honestly feel the person that they are dealing with needs to hold this energy. They need to be defensive and have boundaries. This person's kind of running rampant. It's kind of a shame. Show me the energy here for Aquarius, please. Immediately. I feel that this is more so for the person that's dealing with them. And for you, Aquarius. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. This person is not an easy person to deal with. It's like they'll try and sell you the moon. But it's sad because even that, it's like they're trying to sell somebody else the moon the next day. Show me energy present for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Nocturna. Lavender. Lavender is a very healing energy. I mean, before I even read the card, it's about healing. It's about peace. It's about taking time. It's about respite. Really going within. Really going within and basically being in a mental state of healing yourself. It's relaxation. The color lavender and purples, they also activate the crown chakra. Very cleansing, very healing energies. They elevate and they soothe. They're very psychic energies. Now, for the card, let's read lavender, if I can find it. Lavender, peace of mind, serenity, relaxation. The lavender is the ultimate symbol of serenity, due to the relaxing feelings one gets when smelling the flower's beautiful aroma. Historically, lavender was used to cure all sorts of ailments, ranging from gastrointestinal issues to anxiety, and is still used extensively to this day in aromatherapy. It is a flower that encourages meditation, calmness, and peace of mind. Yes, calmness, peace of mind, meditation, all of those things would definitely be necessary here for the Queen of Swords in reverse. Also, high anxiety levels I'm feeling here in regard to this. Regret, worry, frustration, but also the feeling that, like, had I been this way, had I been that way, maybe they would have chosen me. That's what I feel. This reading is not going to be for everybody. Fuck, man. This is just a crazy reading. Okay. All right. I'm going to let it go there. Lavender in your pillow, like if you get actual lavender flowers, you can put them in a sash and put it next to your pillow, or you can rub a bunch of them, sprinkle them throughout, like underneath your pillowcase. Same with hops. It'll help you get to sleep. Lavender is a bit more calming though. Hops just knocks you out. But yeah, you can drink lavender tea. You can use lavender in food. You can basically like steep lavender in honey for 6 months and you have a gorgeous lavender honey, which is also has tonic qualities and benefits. In the end, it's a very soothing medicine. Lavender goes really, really well in red sauce for cooking. Like if you're doing like, chicken cacciatore or like whatever, like, I don't know, I'm primarily vegan, but I mean, it's wonderful in red sauces and spaghetti sauces. I'm going to shut up now. I just kind of want to divert from this energy that I've been feeling here with this reading. Lavender's lovely, So anyways, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go. And I hope everything's going okay, Aquarius. This is a weird reading. So many of them have been weird. All right, I will talk to you guys later. If you like, feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you want to. There's a donation box in the link in the description box below. A link to the donations. What the fuck? All right, I gotta go. All right, I can't talk anymore. Bye.